Thanks for listening, everyone. Today we have an update on Beaver Creek and Pointe South. These are two mobile home communities that we own in Livonia, Georgia. We've had them for a few years now, and if you've been following our quarterly updates, we had two loan expirations that were happening in the second quarter. We have been working on these for about a year to renew them with the current lender, which is Piedmont Bank here in Atlanta. And we received a term sheet in May. That term sheet gave us a couple options, but the one we were going with was a 4.75% loan with 50% personal recourse and an amortization of 20 years. Now that was higher than the loans we had in place. Both deals, although they are separate, had very similar loans in similar times. Those loans were at 4.25% with a 17-year amortization. Now, as we got into May, with Piedmont Bank, they ultimately canceled that term sheet, and we were not able to sign the renewal at the end of June. We were excited about that because it was going to be a pretty cheap renewal, and it got us through another 3 years. Now, what's happened since May is obviously the debt markets have changed quite a bit. We had an interest rate increase in June, and I expect that we're going to see an interest rate increase here July 26th and 27th at the next Fed meeting that they're having. So what we did accomplish was we pushed the loan out 3 months. Now, that's not a lot of time. So we have until September 30th now to complete the refinance. Piedmont Bank has stated that they're interested in doing the loans, although it's been slow going. We started on this many, many months ago. So we normally start about a year in advance. So we've been working on this for a while with Piedmont Bank, and we have not been able to get to the finish line. Now, that being said, knowing that September 30th is coming up, we've looked at some other options. One, we went out to all of our other lenders that we normally operate with, and most of them were not interested in the mobile home specific loans, mostly because they have the park-owned home component. So instead of it just being a pure lot rent home, some of our other lot rent deals, we were able to refinance those with Fannie Mae and the agency lenders. When we have park-owned homes, there's the bank demand for lending on that really in the past quarter has pretty much dwindled significantly. So there's not a lot of other lending options out there, and that's why we haven't had another bank interested in doing it. The other option we've looked at is selling the deals. So we have a current offer at $7.5 million, and that would be a very good investment return if we sold that, essentially a 1.6 to 2.0 equity multiple. So a typical $50,000 investment, they'd receive their return of capital back, the deferred prefs that are out there, and then roughly $80,000 to $100,000 additional as profit on the deal. Now, we do know, though, that buyer is going to have to get loan as well. So there's some hesitancy there of whether we can actually execute really the sale or even the refinance. So we're going down both paths right now. And we know we have until September 30th to really make a good decision. And even at the time of this, around July 15th, we do not have a definitive answer from Piedmont. So we are going down the sale route and going down the refinance route. And we are going to choose whichever one we can execute the best. And that will provide the best, really that's the best security for the investors, is knowing that we have two options out there and we're going down both to see what's the best thing that we can do. As we make more progress on these, we will keep you updated, and we'll definitely have additional information over the coming month here and more communication out prior to either the loan expiration or signing up the PSA to transact and sell the Livonia deals, which is Beaver Creek and Pointe South. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for further updates.